Hello guys, I am often asked what I use to actually receive money from a different currency and also spend money in other currencies than my main currency without paying, like huge fees from your bank whenever you pay in a different currency or send money in a different currency. So I want to give you the app or the website that I use the most to do that, and that's TransferWise. So I really want to do that. I really wanted to do this video today because I see so many still of my friends, entrepreneur friends, also expats that live here. I see so many people do the same mistake and use their bank to actually do those transfers and transactions. So I really want to give you like an in-depth review of TransferWise, and especially about two things. The first one is the TransferWise Borderless accounts, which is a great way to immediately and for free get many accounts that you can use to receive different kind of currencies, and of course exchange currencies with very small fees between those accounts and at the best exchange rates available. And then I want to tell you also about something that's more recent at the date that I recorded this video, and this is a TransferWise debit card. So they recently added a card that you can use to actually directly pay from those borderless online accounts that you can use really to pay, like in restaurants, in shops, and of course also online. So I will review that inside this video, really to give you an overview of what TransferWise can do for you. Really for me, it allowed me to save, I don't know how many thousands of euros of fees that I would have paid with my traditional bank. So what I will do now is just go over to the computer and I will give you an overview of TransferWise borderless accounts and also of the recently added debit card. Alright, so here we are on the computer and I directly logged into my TransferWise account because I just want to just say that what I think about TransferWise and why it's great. I actually want to show you inside my own account like what you can actually do with it. So historically, TransferWise was a service to send money in different currencies, right? That's what it did at the start. And that's still great, of course. So if you don't know about that yet, I just want to show you quickly what was like let's say the historical function of TransferWise. So let's, for example, see the case where you want to transfer 1,000 euros. I actually do that every month, nearly, to pay the rent here because I'm currently living in Poland and I need to pay my rent in the local currency, what Polish zlotys. So I basically send, let's say, 1,000 euros, and that's what the recipient will get. Actually, you can do it better than this. You can, for example, say, okay, I want the other guy to receive 4,000, so it calculates what you actually need to send, right? So here it tells you what is the fee that I will take, because it's not free to transfer money, but I will explain in a second why it's much better than your bank still. And this is the actual current exchange rate that you will get. So that's the best one that the banks, for example, use to exchange money between them. So it's definitely much better than what your bank will give you. So in that example, my bank, I know, would have charged me 20 euros, right, like a fixed fee, just to transfer to another currency. Plus, that's not all, because they will actually take a very bad exchange rate. Of course, that's more difficult to estimate. But on this type of transfer, I estimate I will pay about 50 euros of fees, right? So it's 10 times more than what TransferWise allowed me to do. So that was, like the basic function of TransferWise. But that's not what I want to show you in this video. I want to show you how we can use two other features. And the first one is the borderless accounts. So that's actually my own account, right? As you can see, I only use that to transfer money around. I never actually have a lot of money on the account. So you have different accounts here, and you have I have euros, dollars, and pounds, and also two other currencies. And for all those three, and I think there are other currencies as well, they actually give you a real bank account. So you can actually just send this to some people with your own name and some account number, and you can actually receive money as well on TransferWise. So this is something new that they added with those borderless accounts. And I'm now using that, for nearly all my, let's say, incoming money, right? I just have a local bank account because of, the regulations here, but I never use it. I just use that because it's so convenient. The app is very well done. The mobile app is also very cool as well to use this borderless accounts. It's all free, of course, to have them, right? So you can open as much as you want, and you can just use them as any bank accounts that you will usually use. And then, of course, it's very easy to transfer money from those accounts, to pay in another currency, and to also transfer money, from one account to the other. So just some examples, right? If you are like a frequent traveler, that's great because you can just send money around using those accounts without paying a lot of fees. If you're an expat, it's even better in that case with those accounts because usually you will be paid in the currency that you are used to, but you need to pay locally in the currency of the country where you are living. And this is also great because you can, for example, as I just show you, receive money for salary or your business income in euros or dollars, and you can just then pay your rent in the currency that you want to pay in, just without paying a lot of fees. So really, for me, just for my rent, for example, I save thousands of euros over the years just by using this. And finally, if like me, you are an online entrepreneur or freelancer, well, it's also great to actually receive money from people and be paid, right? Because sometimes people will pay you in another currency than what you are used to. For example, my main currency, I would say, is euros because that's what I grew up with, right? I still count in my head in euros. So I like to have euros, but most services like Amazon affiliate, for example, they only pay you in dollars. And now I can actually receive the payments from Amazon right in my account here and immediately convert that to euros or to whatever I wish. So if you're a traveler, expat, digital nomad, or entrepreneur, that's a great service just to have those accounts here and pay in different currencies without a lot of fees. Also, I want to say, even if you are not in those categories, I think the fact to just have an online account where you can easily transfer money, have a nice app, a nice mobile app as well, even if you don't use the different currencies, that's just great because that gives you another account for free and that you can open in seconds, right? Compare that to some bank where you need to go somewhere and talk to somebody and show some documentation just to open a simple account that will not be free, by the way. So I want to tell you about a last feature that they introduced recently, and this is the Borderless Debit MasterCard. So it's basically this card, this green card here, that I actually recently received as part of the beta program of TransferWise. It's basically a card that allow you to pay with the money that you have on your Borderless accounts. So you can really use this card and just go to any shop, for example, in another country than your own country, and just pay, and it will automatically take from the right currency that you need to pay in. For example, if you have the card loaded with, for example, Polish zlotys, right, and you need to pay something in Poland, it will automatically take from that. There's just one drawback for now. It basically charges you a little fee when you try to pay from a currency that you don't currently own, right? So for example, in my example of before, if you try to pay in Polish zlotys and you only have euros on your card, it will charge you this, small 0 point something fee to convert the currencies. I'm not sure, but I think they might, remove that in the future because all their competition actually don't charge you a lot of fees like Revolut, right? For example. So I'm not currently using this card really to pay in shops because I don't want to have to manage, the different currencies. But it's nice to have, especially if you're an expat, for example, or a frequent traveler, and you need to pay day to day in a different currency. That's great because you can directly pay in shops, in stores, restaurants, without having these huge fees from the card that you have at your usual traditional bank. Again, for example, in my case, I have a French bank, traditional, MasterCard, I seem to pay in another currency. There is like a fixed fee of like €1 per transaction. So imagine already if you pay something quite small, right? And it costs €5 and you have €1 of transaction fee. That's just crazy. And then of course they use a very bad exchange rate for you, and that adds more fees right to the total. Here you will just pay either a very small fee if you don't own the currency, or nothing if you have the currency on your Borderless account. So that was my review of TransferWise, and especially about the Borderless accounts, and also the most recently added TransferWise debit card. I really recommend using it, if you are in the three situations that I talked about before, like if you travel a lot to other countries, if you are an entrepreneur or digital nomad and you need to, always handle different currencies, or if you're an expat and, for example, pay in one currency, but you have to use day to day another currency, the currency of the country where you actually live in, that's also a great choice. Or if you just want to, have an alternative to your traditional bank and have a real online and easy to use account and mobile app, that's also a great way to do that. So as it's all free, I really recommend that you just check it out. You can really quickly have a free TransferWise account. Just see how it works for you, and just look at how much money you will save by using a service like this. So this is already the end of this video about the TransferWise Borderless account and about the debit card that comes with it. I hope it really gave you like a good overview of what you can do with it, and also who can benefit from that. So I really encourage you to try it out, because not only it's free, but it really can save you a lot of money if you are doing a lot of transactions in foreign currency, or also receiving money in a foreign currency. That being said, I actually created an article that goes even more in depth about TransferWise, Borderless accounts, and the debit card. So you can just follow the link that is below this video. This will take you to my website, and there you can actually check the review that I wrote. So again, if you have any questions about what I talked about in the video, just leave them below. That being said, again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.